Good day, poultry enthusiasts. This is Doc Rolly and welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss to you all the factors that affects the egg quality. So stay with me until the end of this video. And if you are new into this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And hit the bell at the bottom so you will be updated on my next video. How do eggs develop? First, let's go to the reproductive system of the hen. The reproductive system of the hens comprises of several organs. First, let's go to the ovary. The ovary produces ova or yolks that become full size and ruptured in 7 to 10 days and being released every after 30 minutes. The ovum contains 50% water, 16% protein, and 32% fats. Next is the infundibulum. The ovum will pick up or catch into the infundibulum and stay for 15 minutes without other nutrients added into it. Then it will go down to the magnum, which is the albumin secreting region, and it contains 88% water and 11% protein. The yolk stays for 3 hours to form a shape together with the albumin. After magnum, it will then go down to the isthmus and stay for 1.25 hours. The ovum and albumin will be enclosed by two shell membranes, but remains loose. After isthmus, it will go to the uterus, the calcium secreting region, and stayed for 20 to 21 hours, being sprayed with thin white cold plumping, and then the shell added. The shell is composed of 93 to 98% calcium carbonate. And finally, it will go to the vagina where the egg being laid with large end first goes out. So that's how the egg being developed or processed. Now let's go to the egg quality. There are flat-sided eggs, which is caused by infectious bronchitis virus and abnormal pressure on egg during early stages of calcification. And this can be controlled or prevented by IBV vaccination or avoid unusual disturbance in the house. Next is body checks. In here, the eggs has a thickened ridge of calcium, usually around the middle of the egg, and breaks easily. This is usually caused by damage in the uterus just as it starts to harden. So control and prevention, usually you have to decrease the activity in late afternoon or just prior to dark when shells being laid or reduce density. Next is the stained or discolored eggs. The eggs usually contaminated with blood or feces. This is due to prolapse, cannibalism, or vent picking, and sometimes enteritis or poor collection practices. To control and prevent these things to happen, the hen should not be too fat at the point of lay. There should be a correct beak trimming, a clean nest materials, and regular collection. Next is the soft-shelled or shellless eggs. Now this is usually common in pullets coming into lay, and this is due to stress or fright exacerbates. Control and prevention can be done by giving adequate calcium or correct IBV vaccination. Next is the misshapen eggs. Now this can either be have a flat sides, body checks, ribbed, or grooved, or elongated, or rounded eggs. So usually it has a weak shell strength, and this usually caused by IBV or malfunctioning oviduct, double yolk, egg being held in the uterus, and damage prior to lay. Another is pimples or calcium spots. Now, these are calcium deposits or small lumps of calcified materials on the egg shell. And this is usually linked to foreign materials in the oviduct. Next is the blood or meat spots. Now, in this condition, there is a leakage of blood vessels around the ovum or yolk during its development. This is usually caused by a strain of birds disturbance, and in nutrition, there is a moldy feeds eaten or being fed by the hen. Next is the double yolk or triple yolk eggs. This usually occur when two yolks leaves the ovary within a short time, while one yolk held up in the oviduct. Next is the egg within the egg. Now this is a physiologic disturbance wherein the first egg to pass up the oviduct until it meets another yolk together. Next is the presence of roundworms inside the egg. Now these roundworms usually migrates up from the cloaca into the oviduct, but this is very rare in occurrence. Now let's go to the factors affecting egg quality. When birds are sick, they may produce specific antibodies or the so-called lymphokines. This is capable of killing the offending pathogen or can use up essential nutrients away from the production of eggs and growth. These also indirectly produce systemic effects. It reduces appetite, fever, muscle weakness, and bone resorption. There's also a change in hormonal follicle maturation and ovulation, and also it interferes with egg formation. It has a direct effect to shift in acid-base balance, which affect resorption of bone and or intestinal absorption of dietary calcium. When birds are stressed, they may lay thinner shells due to heat because of panting, which may result in excessive loss of carbon dioxide and acid-base disturbance causing blood pH to become more alkaline. It also reduces level of calcium in the blood available for egg production. Stress also results in surface defects, like a calcium splash. There's a finely dusted and chalky eggs, last moment flashes of calcium salts. Dietary calcium doesn't help stress-related problem. Now let's go to the viral diseases that affect egg quality. And these are the infectious bronchitis, the egg drop syndrome, and the Newcastle disease. Now this causes decreased egg production from 5% to 40%. There's also a decrease in egg size and causes misshapen eggs. Another is bleaching of brown eggs and albumin become watery. Another are the nutritional factors affecting egg quality. And these are the deficiencies on protein, energy, essential fatty acids, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, riboflavin, calcium and phosphorus, the sodium chloride, the potassium, copper, and water. Now these deficiencies causes decrease in egg size, This also produces thin-shelled and soft-shelled eggs. Excess of vitamin D causes a localized calcareous deposits or calcium deposits. And magnesium in excess can decrease the size of the egg and produces thin-shelled. In excess of zinc, there is a decrease in egg production. And finally, the toxins that affect the egg quality. And these are aflatoxin, the ochratoxin, the sulfonamides, the organochloride insecticides, the warfarin, brodifacoum, diphascinone, and last is the ammonia gas. Now, these are the toxins that affects the egg quality. So I hope you learned something again from this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you will be updated on my next videos. Thank you.